guys, welcome back for another video. My third video and I'm sounding like a YouTuber. In this video I wanted to talk about self-love. I just came back from the gym and I'm currently parked at the beach, so if you can hear that, that's what it is. And there's a car next to me and I'm pretty sure he's smoking something because I keep seeing fire being lit. That's okay, it's chill vibes anyway. So I wanted to talk about self-love. I feel like it's a thing that a lot of people have lost these days because they have so much comparison. Let me just shut this window, it's a bit loud. So much comparison in social media and their everyday lives that when they look at themselves in the mirror, they're comparing what they've seen online and they can't see the value in themselves. I did struggle with this when I was younger. Like, I used to have these idols online that I would constantly watch and I thought that they were so beautiful and so cool, and then when I looked in the mirror I was like, why can't you be like that? And little me was like, it brought down her self-confidence. But look at me now, freaking in my car alone at the beach talking to myself. The last time I was at the beach, I'll insert a clip. Hey guys, it's Moana here. Just looking at some glowing waves. Did you see that? I was just walking after work and I saw the waves light up. And I told my friends and they thought I was crazy, so I had to get a video. But it's super cool. I'm pretty sure it's like something to do with plankton or algae blooms. Glowing. Do you see that? I'm not sure. So for self-love, I number one wanted to talk about unrealistic beauty standards. I feel like today you see the best of the best. You see what people are trying to portray to you. You see the best versions of them, their best lifestyles, what they want you to see. You're not seeing them at their worst. I'm sure at your best you can post something and it looks pretty glamorous, but that's not reality. And I feel like people these days, they need to come to that understanding that to be you is special and beautiful and perfectly enough. So when you're constantly comparing yourself to people online, it just gets a lot. But you do have to look after yourself and put in practices that actually develop your love for yourself, because self-love sorry, my voice is dead. Self-love comes from your accountability and the promises you make to yourself. For example, if you tell yourself that you're going to go to the gym 3 times a week and you consistently don't reach that promise you made to yourself, your self-confidence and your self-love diminishes. So number one, I would say the promises you make to yourself, you need to stick to them and be consistent with them. That is the base and foundation of yourself and your identity and your self-love and worth. And after that, I would say the three pillars: sleep, food, and exercise. What you put into your body will definitely reflect on your skin and how you look and how you feel. So for me, I love the keto and carnivore diet. I'm trying carnivore at the moment. To a lot of people it's quite scary because they believe that we need carbs, but ketones can be used as a form of energy as well and fuel. But I'm still on the fence between keto and carnivore. Anyway, sleep. I feel the best when I get 8 to 10 hours sleep. I feel like my hormones are balanced, that my inflammation goes down. And so I like to stick to that amount of sleep, but it's different for everyone. But for women, I feel like you need a little bit more to balance your hormones, because men, they go through a day cycle, whereas women go through a month cycle. So depending at what point in your cycle you are, it could influence the amount of sleep you need. And the third one is exercise. There is a huge trend of the gym girl lifestyle going around recently. I think that is amazing and it's very good for your body and your bone density, especially when you're young. but I think going like 5 to 6 times a week is sometimes unattainable, especially if you're living the lifestyle of the 9 to 5, and especially if you have children as well. I just think going that much to the gym can be unattainable. Not unattainable, but just like not physically sustainable, because when you're doing that much exercise, your cortisol spikes quite a lot and you need to have some downtime. So personally, for the past 3 years, I did 5 days a week of gym. I would burn out, but I found it pretty achievable. And then when I moved into a job, I found it a bit harder because I was on my feet all day, and then I went straight into gym. So I've moved to going to the gym a little bit less, doing more hiking and a lot more yoga and walking, and I found that works a lot better for me. I've lost a little bit of my strength, but I feel a lot better. So yeah, foundation is the promises you keep to yourself, and then the 3 pillars, and then the cherry on top is the thoughts that you constantly repeat inside your mind and the words that you speak daily. Imagine saying to a little child, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're kind. Their brain is going to form repeating those words. They're going to say it to themselves. They're going to actually notice it in themselves. Hey, I just completed this puzzle, I'm smart. So the difference between us and children isn't a lot when it comes to self-affirmation and the things that we say to ourselves. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm not enough, I'm not pretty, I'm not as cool as her, how do you think that's going to impact your subconscious and your inner child? So the cherry on top, I would say, is make sure you speak to yourself kindly. Make sure you speak to yourself like you would a friend. Treat yourself like you would a friend. Look in the mirror and go, damn girl, I'm looking good today. I'm beautiful, I'm kind. Even if you don't believe it, the more you repeat it to yourself, the more true it will feel and become. So yes, I just wanted to say a little bit about self-love, because I personally have been implementing these things into my life, and I just feel so much love for myself and others, and I just wanted to share. Yeah. I'm going to show you what it looks like outside right now. So I'm at the beach. This is the weather. It's pretty rainy and very windy. I was gonna go for a walk. I just finished at the gym and I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk now, because I don't want to do it inside with the strong LED lights that are gonna ruin my circadian rhythm before bed. I want some moonlight to settle down, ready for bed. But that did not happen, so I decided to share some thoughts. Another thing, the reason that I've been trialing keto and carnivore is because for the longest time I've been struggling with like little closed comedones on my forehead. I just wanted to show the state of my skin. I might insert a video of how it looked before I began carnivore if I'm feeling ballsy, but what I'm talking about is the closed comedones on my forehead. They definitely get better when I sleep more and eat less carbohydrates and sugar. I've found that my inflammation goes down, but we'll see how that goes. Bye! And I've found that eating that kind of diet reduces inflammation in my body the most. It makes me feel, honestly, the best. I would say at the start it was quite hard because my body had to adjust and my insulin levels had to like kind of reset. So it was pretty hard and the cravings were pretty intense, and I do find myself failing every now and then and having like some tasty fruit, like papaya. I love that. But yeah, I just wanted to say keto and carnivore is an amazing diet, but it's not right for everyone, but I think for the majority of people it can honestly benefit their body and their emotional state. This is pretty good at regulating emotions. If you want to if you wanted to learn more about that, definitely check out Dr. Berg. He's amazing. I've been listening to him for years and he's really good. I hope the wind's not too loud. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing night or day or afternoon, and I love you and love yourself. Go in the mirror right now and say, I love you. You're beautiful and you're amazing. Or you're handsome and you're strong and you're cool. I love you. Good night. Hey there. I kind of want to feel like a pretty princess again, so I'm going to put down my hair. That right there is the car. But I just came for the vibes. How can you look up?